Did Treyarch ruin high rounds for Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Zombies? Hello everyone, ClarkHJ here, welcome back to another video. Today I'm here to talk about Treyarch's recent new update to high rounds within Black Ops 6 Zombies. In the recent blog post, Treyarch states that specialists and elites killed by score streaks will no longer drop items. So if you were to kill a Mangler, Abomination or a Malcolm by, a chopper gunner or any other score streak, they wouldn't drop stuff like salvage, essence, ammo drops, all that stuff. On one hand, a lot of people are happy about that because it makes the game more difficult, but on the other hand, a lot of people feel like that's taking the fun away. As you know, a lot of the weapons in this game, at least for me personally and some other people in the community, don't feel like they do enough damage. In my opinion personally, I feel like they should buff the weapon damage until at least weapons are still killing by round 50, because at that point you should have enough points, you should have a lot more salvage and all that stuff. But going off of this, people are still going to high rounds, like Virus, for example. I recently just watched his live stream on Liberty Falls. He got to round 318. So high rounds are still possible, they're just a bit more difficult. But I am speaking on behalf of the people that don't like this change, and I only have two solutions. One, get the point system changed, and there's different ways of changing the point system. Make it the classic point system, and make it easier, and make it better, and all that stuff. And I say this because when I was hunting the Terminus Easter egg with my friends during the Terminus Easter egg hunt, there were times where we were struggling with ammo, and we'd have like say 10,000 points. We'd then buy some points to get some ammo, being like 2,500 points. We'd then kill all the zombies with the ammo that we got from the ammo crate, and then we'd be back to 10,000 points again, and repeating the same cycle over and over and over again. And it was just nuts. Like, it was just so unnecessary, and we were kind of screwed because we had to spend points on other better stuff like perks. And if we had the classic point system back, I feel like that would be a better change, but I doubt that will ever happen. The next solution I have is making the Black Ops 4 point system. I know a lot of people wouldn't like that, but I think it's better than what we have currently. The next step is building a pawn on the current point system. Now, within this point system, I think it would be better on keep it the way it is, but the biggest change I'd say is, depending on how fast you're killing zombies, you're going to get more points. So say you kill one zombie, with a headshot, you'll get like 130 points. The next zombie that you kill within the time span of 2 seconds, you'll get more points. But if you're over the limit of 2 seconds, you'll just get another 130 points. I just think that would be more easier with this current point system, and that would be something that would most likely get changed, if anything. The second solution I have is buffing the weapon damage. Now, again, like I said at the start of the video, I think the weapon damage should be buffed where the weapons are still killing past round 50, or just till round 50 if possible. And then after that, you got to start using strategies. You got to start relying on the wonder weapons and all that stuff. And for the jet gun, specifically talking about wonder weapons here, I still think it's been doing well. Again, going back to Insomnia Virus, he was using the jet gun a lot during his run, so I think the jet gun's okay. For the beam smasher though, in my opinion, as much as I love the beam smasher, and I know Rage is looking at this video right now saying that you used it wrong, don't worry, I use it right now. You're right. But going off of that, the beam smasher definitely has its perks, but I still think a little bit of a buff for that wonder weapon should still be required. And as for the ray gun, I think the ray gun's fine to where it is. Honestly, I quite like how it is. It's not Cold War OP, but at the same time, it's got a good middle ground compared to different other ray guns, like it's not Black Ops 3 ray gun, for God's sake, and that's the worst ray gun ever, for crying out loud. On the other hand, you could say, oh, you just need to get your rarity up to max damage and pack punch up to max damage, getting tier 3 pack punch, and you're right. Getting to 2-3 pack can help a lot. But within the rarity side of things, I have to disagree. Because honestly, I love the rarity system in this game. As you know, I made a video talking about, how the rarity system is at ruining zombies. And, I wouldn't say it's necessarily ruining zombies. I just don't like how long it was to get the max rarity in Cold War. But now with just one variation of salvage currency, it's now quicker to get the highest rarity. And I feel like I'm getting the highest rarity within my gun really, really quickly compared to that of Cold War. And I'm not having to rely on RNG like Modern Warfare Zombies. And within Vanguard, it doesn't feel too OP. I think Black Ops 6 is found a good middle ground for the rarity system in terms of, getting your rarities maxed up quicker and faster, and it doesn't feel too long, it doesn't feel too short, it doesn't feel too OP. It's got a good middle ground. But even with the rarities still going up, I don't feel like the damage buff is going up with the rarities that much compared to that of Cold War. Within Black Ops Cold War Zombies, whenever I had the highest rarity on my weapon, I felt like it was super OP, especially with pack tier 3. But when I do the same thing in Black Ops 6 Zombies, I don't feel like it's all that strong. I feel like the rarity side of things should be buffed a bit more in terms of damage. damage alongside the weapons. Again, till at least round 50, but that's just me personally, so it's not too easy, but it's not too hard either. It's more fair. But I did ask your guys' thoughts on Twitter and what you guys had to say about this. We got one from JoeMate123, and he says, weapons need to deal a little more damage or more point awarded. Literally what I said as well, weapons need to do a little bit more damage or we get more points with a point system change. We got one from Lagging24x, and Lagging says, it's PvE. Why change things that are fun for the players? You're not affecting anyone by getting drops or using boats or W/E. He's right, you know, a lot of people when this change happened, they weren't complaining that the game's a bit more difficult, they're complaining at the fact that they feel like they're taking the fun away, which I can understand. It's a PvE mode. The first thing that comes to mind when reading this comment is the Mog 12, for example, from Black Ops 4. Pre-patched Mog 12, because it got patched to shit. The weapon's still good, but it's not as good as when it was back when Black Ops 4 did launch. It was literally on par with the KRM, and honestly, nerfing stuff and, you know, patching stuff that is fun within zombies, unless it's like a game-breaking glitch and stuff like that, like I get that side of things, but when it comes to the game being fun and, you know, it's not really breaking the game or anything like that, you know, it just looks fun, it feels fun, so why take away the fun? We got one from Mala, and Mala says, it's a nerf with no real buff to what we wanted buffed. Like, this nerf, while fine in the long run, needs to be paired with something like nerfed special enemy spawn rates or a buff in weapon damage. And I definitely do agree, the spawn rates is insane. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I actually don't mind them. I know that's probably a hot take, but I think it's just quite fun to kill 500,000 mangoes. But in the long run, if you're playing co-op, you're going to be screwed, even if you're playing solo. And you know, as much as I don't mind it, I know the community definitely does. So it definitely needs a change within the spawn rates, like the mangoes within Liberty Falls, for example. So Treyarch, please look into that. We got one from It's Perka, and Perka says, it's a great change. I do think though that this should have been held back till season 1 when all the balancing stuff comes out, because it would have led to a more positive reaction than the overreaction people are making about this change. In terms of the overreaction side of that comment, I don't think more people are overreacting. I just think people are upset that the fun is being taken away from it, because that's really all I'm hearing with how people feel about this. They feel like fun is being taken away from them, and I definitely do understand that side of things. But you know, if people are complaining about the game being a bit more difficult, I would definitely agree with that comment, because people have been wanting zombies to be more difficult for a long time. Cold War Zombies is one of the most easiest games ever, same on par with Vanguard Zombies and Modern Warfare Zombies. So now the fact that we have a more difficult game, if people were to complain about that, I definitely understand that side of things. But in terms of, like, you know, holding this update back till season 1, you know, I could definitely understand that. Treyarch could have focused on, you know, making changes to the point system, the weapon damage and all that stuff, so I agree to disagree on that one. And then we got one from 1BSM17, and 1BSM17 says, being that weapons are useless at high rounds, they better be planning to bring back double tap soon. Now honestly, I definitely do agree. Double tap could literally fix some of the problems that we have with the weapons in this game, and honestly, this, out of all the games, specifically talking about the Dark Ether Call of Duty Zombies games, so Cold War, Vanguard, Modern Warfare Zombies, and of course Black Ops 6, I definitely think out of all those games, Black Ops 6 has the potential to bring back double tap, and I think that would make a lot of people happy, including myself, because you know, the rarities, as much as I think they're easier to get in this game, and I think it's the best version of the rarity system, in terms of getting the weapon damage buff that you need from the rarities, it doesn't feel that strong compared to that of Cold War. But again, pack punch tiers, they feel great still, so honestly, it really is just the rarity side of things. But aside from that, I don't think Treyarch win high rounds. I haven't experienced that big of an issue. People like rushing or getting to around 257, and of course Insomnia Virus are still reaching high rounds, along with many other people within the high rounding community. I don't think high rounds are ruined, I just think more people are upset that fun is being taken away from this game. Basically guys, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, please subscribe, leave a like, click the notification bell, always to the channel. Let me know in the comment section down below, do you guys think Treyarch have ruined high rounds with this update? Me personally, I don't, but it is what it is. Basically guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all within the next video or live stream, and goodbye.